How does Medicare cover medical evacuation when traveling? Have you ever wondered what happens if you need medical help while traveling? Specifically, how does Medicare handle medical evacuation? Let's break it down so you know what to expect. Medicare coverage for medical evacuation is quite specific. Under Original Medicare, which includes Part A and Part B, ambulance services are covered when they are medically necessary. This means if you need to be transported to the nearest appropriate medical facility, Medicare will help with the costs. This includes ground ambulance services and, in some cases, emergency air ambulance services. However, there are some important details to keep in mind. A doctor's order is usually required to prove that the ambulance service is necessary. This applies to both emergency and non-emergency situations. If you are traveling within the United States, you can rely on Medicare to cover these emergency ambulance services as described. But what about when you are outside of the United States? Unfortunately, Medicare coverage for medical evacuation abroad is very limited. Generally, Medicare does not cover health care or ambulance services outside the U.S. There are a few exceptions, though. For instance, if you are in a foreign hospital that is closer than the nearest U.S. hospital that can treat your emergency, Medicare may cover your ambulance transportation. Another unique scenario occurs when you are traveling through Canada between Alaska and another U.S. state. In this case, Medicare might cover ambulance services if there is no unreasonable delay. Even then, the coverage is only applicable if it is medically necessary and linked to an inpatient hospital admission. If you have a Medicare Advantage plan or a Medigap supplemental policy, you might find additional coverage for medical evacuation or emergencies while traveling abroad. Many Medigap plans offer foreign travel emergency health care coverage with a lifetime limit, often around $50,000. It's a good idea to check with your specific plan to see what is included. Before you travel, especially internationally, it is wise to verify your coverage details. Consider looking into additional travel insurance that specifically covers medical evacuation needs. This can provide extra peace of mind while you are away from home. In summary, Medicare covers medically necessary ambulance transportation within the United States, including emergency air ambulance services. However, coverage for medical evacuation outside the U.S. is limited. Always check your specific plan and consider additional insurance for international travel.